I saw that. Right now.
Thank you.
So no, just wherever you are,
Okay.
and I'll as I'm doing the program, I'll make it very clear. Process will look like.
What is it? This is yeah, they're actually put it in a big blow up and then you get down here and you can clean up and one week. I'll take that one. We're over here. Oh, yeah.
Test.
You have a ticket? You get one last night? New Street. All right. You never know. Yeah, yeah.
We're good, I think. Actually, it helps us.
Yeah. He gets us, make sure he gets that hitter time.
It looks like everybody's found the seat, so I don't know if you need to say
I
that.
know, I was excited about that.
You want to just roll these and I'll use them. Okay. Good morning, everyone. Or is it morning yet? It still is. Okay. We've got a few more prizes to give that from last night. Executive Director has drawn these out. Will they still have these tickets?
This is an inflatable movie screen.
This is an inflatable movie screen, and these tickets are from Jerry. Where are these tickets from? Last night?
Last time, yes.
So how?
Yeah.
Okay. They still have them?
Yes.
Okay.
Purple tickets.
These are purple tickets. So I'm wondering if people still have these tickets. But if you do, 970-053. This is for an inflatable movie screen speaker. 970-053. I don't think people have these. Until somebody gets one, I guess. Okay. You've got quite a big package to take here. And our winner is, and you are? Monique Molina is the winner. Congratulations.
Why don't you give me a smile there real quickly?
Next we have a Kate Spade purse.
Thank you so much.
A Kate Spade purse going to 970-133. 970-133.
Yeah.
970-133. You look great with that purse. 970-133.
Well,
Let's try it again. 970-082. 970-082. Okay, Peter Hightower. Madam President. That matches what you're wearing today.
I know. Now you got a second question.
Next we have, this looks to me like a
Pressurized growler.
pressurized growler dispenser. And this goes to 970-139. 970-139. 970-139. The UK. All right.
Thank you. Thanks for that place.
It is it's like a speaker. Wow, Bluetooth speaker on steroids.
A nice big blue speaker. This is the final one. 970-128. 128 is the last three digits. 970-128, a big Bluetooth speaker. All right, we have a winner. Put that in your pocket. Pocket size.
All right, you got it. Second close there.
Okay, enjoy your luncheon.
How about a picture of there with you two right there, Rector? Quickly. Thank you.
Okay, I think I can officially wish everybody a good afternoon. We've made it to this point. I want to thank everybody for their presence today. I hope that you enjoyed the morning speakers and that you're looking forward to the remainder of the day. My name is Dan Streeter, and I am the president of the Superintendent Division for the Arizona School Administrator. And I'm the superintendent of Miranda Unified School District, where I get to brag about the weather in Tucson and how we get to enjoy cooler mornings and evenings than our folks in Phoenix. I think I'm just going to keep that one to myself for today. We're experiencing some Phoenix temperatures this week. I want to congratulate those of you that just won prizes. We're off to a good start for the luncheon. ASA provides us the opportunity to connect, learn, lead, and grow as professionals in our respective roles. I would encourage you to use this time to expand your network. Take the opportunity in between sessions to meet some new people. Make sure that you connect with vendors and make those introductions. And continue to grow and expand the network that does make Arizona a great place to work and a great place to lead. We're fortunate today that we have many talented people that work behind the scenes about the dedication of the ASA staff. Carmen Ramirez has been with ASA for 25 years, and with her, Veronica Bronner is working on her first ASA conference. They, along with office assistant John Hughes, have done behind-the-scenes work for this gathering. Would you please join me in thanking them for their hard work? Also, I would be remiss if I did not acknowledge Gary Rooker, who has been collaborating with the principals divisions on the Institute for Excellence for over 20 years, as well as John Fung, who works with conference planning and strategic partnerships. John is well known to you for his work with ASBO over the years. And also on the YouTube broadcast for this award ceremony is Joel Wisser, whose news you can use videos you have been viewing over the past few years. Please join me in thanking them for their hard work and contributions. And finally, we would like to acknowledge our lunch sponsors. And so please stand when your name is called. Let us recognize Randy Stein and Brian Lundberg, and I believe Mike Lavalle was here as well, from Steeple Nichols and Company. And Jerry Cipriano and Sherry Gilbert of Valley Schools for their support of this day. Now, as you enjoy your meal, we will begin the celebration in recognition of our ASA members. But before we start the honors, Dr. Jornstad would like to tell you about a special event at tonight's dinner. An ASA Family Feud will be presented.
Thanks, Dan. Yeah, we're going to have a little family feud tonight. Superintendent Jerry Jennings will head up one family, and Superintendent Donna Lewis will lead the other. So, Jerry Jennings in the rural family, and Donna Lewis in the urban family. So we're going to have the farmers versus the city slickers. So here's the deal. Do you want to join one of these teams tonight? You want to get your wits in gear and turn in your name and cell phone number at the ASA desk right after this luncheon. Teams will be selected this afternoon, and you'll be notified of your family, farmer or city slicker. So think about that over the luncheon. See if you have got your wits together and can become a member of one of these teams. Join Captain Jerry or Captain Donna. We'll do, right after the dinner tonight in this room, we'll do 15 or 20 minutes of a family feud, an ASA inter-family rivalry. So think about that, farmer or city type. Decide on a team. Turn your name in with your cell phone number to Carmen or Victoria at the registration desk. And I actually know my employees. Now back to Dan.
So before we commence today's in-person accolades, we do wish to acknowledge two leaders whose achievements we will celebrate in other locations as they are unable to be with us today. First, we wish to recognize Kendra Forgale School District. She leads an A+ School of Excellence and will be recognized as Principal of the Year at an upcoming governing board meeting. Secondly, we commend the outstanding principal of Western Sky Middle School. This school has garnered 2 A+ awards, and she is recognized as a distinguished middle-level administrator. Let's applaud these leaders. So here's the procedure for today's ceremony. Honorees will enter the stage from my right, your left, and you will exit to my left, and you will head over to the picture area. I will allow your accomplishments, and Dr. Jordan will hand you your award. After the presentation, we ask that the recipients not only move to the photo screen to my left for a congratulatory photo op, but you will be joined by ASA President Dr. Lapita Hightower and the respective division presidents. As we begin the awards from the 6 ASA divisions, at this time I ask that the appropriate president of each division proceed to the photo screen for the congratulatory photos when the winners are announced. The order of awards is in your program. Our first award this afternoon are from the elementary division, headed by Division President Tristan Kinghorn. We commence with the elementary division's Rookie Principal of the Year. The ASA Elementary Division is recognizing Shannon Soule for receiving the ASA's Elementary Division's Elementary Principal Rookie of the Year. She is the principal of Mount Vista Elementary School in the Elementary School District. Shannon, please come forward. Here is how one teacher described this principal. I have never known another person, teacher, or administrator who even begins to connect to students in the way that Shannon Soule does. She finds the balance between a shoulder to cry on and a solid hand to provide guidance and support. One parent commented, "I can even go to the school and talk to the principal like she is anyone else, and she listens. She cares. I never knew how much leadership, compassion, and plain love for a job can change the outlook of a person." Ms. Soule has broken the mold, and a board member proclaimed, "She is our district motto. She is small town roots. She is also global expectations." Clearly, this newcomer principal has found a place in the hearts of her community. ASA joins the Oracle School District in elementary and proudly applying Shannon Soule as the elementary rookie principal of the year. Shannon, we wish you continued success and satisfaction in your career. The next award is the National Association of Elementary School Principals, NAESP, Arizona National Distinguished Principal of the Year. The National Distinguished Principals Program of the National Association of Elementary Principals requires the candidate to respond to a variety of questions about their school, their success, and their leadership strategies. A committee of ASA Elementary Division members then reviews the applications and selects the Arizona Elementary Principal of the Year. This year, that person is Kristen Kinghorn of Anderson Elementary School in the Chandler Unified School. Serving a diverse community of learners, Principal Kinghorn has created a school culture with, according to a fellow principal in Chandler, a laser focus on student achievement, ensuring that every decision is made in the best interest of the student. Following an A+ School of Excellence Award in 2019, Anderson School was recognized as a Project Lead the Way distinguished school for implementing STEM in a transformative learning experiences throughout the curriculum. Now Principal Kinghorn is going further and is in the process of Anderson becoming an international partnership. The school ensures access to resources for medical needs, food and nutrition, and school supplies as well. This is a leader who sees the whole child, a leader among her peers as well. Kristen has headed the elementary division through its pandemic years with virtual and in-person events, as well as leading book studies attended by ASA and NAESP administrators. Thus, ASA hails Kristen Kinghorn as the 2022 National Distinguished. Now we move from elementary to secondary. President Brian Mabb heads our secondary division, and this award is from the National Association of Secondary School Principals. We recognize the NASSP Arizona Principal of the Year, Stephanie Silman of the Sahuarita Middle School and Sahuarita Unified School District. Let us hear what others say about Principal Silman. A veteran science teacher said, "Mrs. Silman has shaped the school's culture safety by being involved in all aspects of the school's climate. She empowers all of us by giving us an opportunity to voice our opinion to what we say. She empowers us, and we in turn empower our students." An 8th grader asserted, "She is very generous and a supportive individual who has a way to make people feel proud of their accomplishments." A Sahuarita parent praised her influence. "She makes each student feel important and celebrates their individual accomplishments and their needs when necessary. She encourages her staff to live and teach by the same train of thought. Such influence builds a culture of excellence and wins an NASSP Principal of the Year award. Congratulations, Stephanie Stillman of Saharita Middle School. Our next awards recognize the outstanding dissertations in the higher education division, which is led by President Dr. Carl Hermans. Each year, ASA recognizes educators who themselves are students and nearing completion of their doctorate degrees. And in that process, they have undertaken a study or a piece of research that is worthy of recognition. Recipients are reminded, take your award over to the photo area for pictures with Division President Dr. Michael Schwander and ASA President Dr. Lupita Hightower. If your advisors are present, they are welcome to join you for the pictures as well. We first recognize the dissertation by Dr. Norman Paul of Arizona State University. His research is titled Schools, Bridges or Barriers to Immigrant Inclusion, School Climate and Immigrant Students' National Identity in 13 years. Dr. Gibbs writes that the social ecosystems in which immigrant youth find themselves, from the immediate context of the school to the national context in which migration policy is shaped, communicate messages of exclusion or inclusion, impacting the adoption of strong settlement nation identity. He employs hierarchical linear modeling to analyze data in 13 European nations from the 2016 International Civic and Citizenship Education Study, assessing the predictive strength of a range of national and school climate factors on immigrant students' adoption of settlement nation identity. While finding that national policy contexts are significantly and positively associated with immigrant students' national identity, these effects are outsized by the influence of school climate factors such as student-teacher relationships, peer relationships, and students' participatory engagement in schools. These results point to the significant role of educators in school and schools in shaping the experience of immigrant youth in this diverse national context. Thank you, Dr. Gibbs, for demonstrating that school climate, properly led, indeed positively impacts the experiences of our immigrant students. Next, we laud the dissertation of Dr. Norma Gonzalez of the University of Arizona. Her work is titled White Curricula, Effect to White Replacement Anxiety, Status Quo Politics, Teacher Experience, and Understanding in Culturally Responsive Professional Development. Across the United States, public school districts demographics continue to shift to minority-majority school districts. However, teacher preparatory programs culture and practice espouse white middle-class values. Additionally, public school districts fail to address this pedagogical gap, thereby exacerbating the achievement gap. This grounded theory study addresses this educational training gap by examining in-service teacher professional development in culturally responsive teaching and learning practices in a large urban school district. The findings encompass 6 themes: status quo white curricula effect, altruistic reconciliation, pensive practitioners, colorblind liberal, people of color apologetic syndrome, white replacement anxiety, and practical complacent practitioners. The study can inform the type of professional development that develops teacher critical awareness that mitigates bias to maximize minoritized student achievement. This study further informs approaches to implementing culturally responsive professional development that trains or retrains in-service teachers in a humanizing practice. We thank Dr. Gonzalez for showing us how to implement positive development, positive professional development in a culturally responsive manner, and applaud her as the dissertation winner for the University of Arizona. Honoree is Dr. Christine Bono, Northern Arizona University. Her dissertation is titled Leading in Crisis, Principles in COVID-19. Dr. Bono contends that principals were presented with an unprecedented opportunity beginning in March of 2020 when their leadership ability was tested due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Through the course, their leadership styles were strengthened and their commitment to phenomenological study provides insight, styles, and skills that were developed and utilized while leading in a crisis. The findings indicate that principals relied on decisive leadership as well as communication skills. Principals' own emotional intelligence skills were also reinforced as they led during the COVID-19 crisis. Identify administrators who will continue to lead during crises. As the COVID-19 pandemic relented in its impact on schools as instructional leaders, and will continue with humanity while still maintaining lofty expectations. Dr. Bono herself was one of these innovative principals as ASA honored in 2017 as Elementary Principal of the Year, and now she reappears on this stage as NAU's Outstanding Dissertation Award winner. Thank you to our higher guidance you are providing to our profession. Our dissertation awardees will share their research during the afternoon breakout session at 1 p.m. in the Agave 3 room. The next part of our program provides the opportunity for each of ASA's 6 divisions to recognize one of their members for the distinguished contributions that they have made to educational leadership. Following their award, each of our honorees will proceed to the photo screen for their picture with ASA President Dr. Hightower and their respective ASA Division President. We will start by recognizing the distinguished administrator from the Higher Education Division. The Higher Education Division celebrates Andy Smith of Prescott College. A decade ago, ASA paid homage to Andy as an all-Arizona superintendent for small schools. This was in 2010. Previously, he has been superintendent at Yarnell Elementary District and Antelope Union High School District. Now he wears the hat of faculty and coordinator for teacher education programs at Prescott College, where he oversees student-teacher placement and program completion. Known for his attention to detail and relationship building skills, Andy strives for success for every teacher to be. He serves ASA as its secretary-treasurer and has also been on the Arizona Rural Schools Association's board of directors. With our national ASA, he visited China in 2014 to learn about their educational system. Andy Smith's multifaceted experience contributes greatly to Prescott College, ASA, and the Higher Education Division as its Distinguished Administrator for 2022. Next, we salute the Distinguished Administrator from the ASA Elementary Division for 2022. And the winner is Darlene Robinson, the principal of Anza Trail Elementary School in the Sahuarita Unified School District. A leader in her school believes the key to developing an effective teaching and learning process is positive relationships. As the Lead Now mentor, she provides guidance to new principals every year, in addition to providing a mentor for every new teacher to Anza Trails. Her focus on student achievement, environment, efficacy, and school culture resulted in an A-rated school 9 of the last 10 years, and a current designation of Onto Trails as an A-plus school of excellence. As the true spirit of collaboration and belief that when we all work together, administrator in the elementary division, now we acknowledge our distinguished administrator from the secondary division led by President Brian Mabb. Kudos to Heidi Wolf, the ASA Distinguished Administrator Award for the secondary division. She is the principal of Chino Valley High School in the Chino Valley Unified School District. This leader takes great pride in improving the school's success. This includes graduation rate moving to 92% in 2020 that was largely due, according to her superintendent, to Mrs. Wolf's dogged determination to reach out to students who are at risk and provide additional learning opportunities. Her high school is on a 4-day week, but you would not know it by seeing her at the school every Friday working with students. Additionally, her support of the Unified Sports Program, giving opportunities to special needs students, has led to their success at the state, national, and international level. She believes that her students can perform as well as any other students in the state. Driven by this belief, Heidi Wolf has become the 2022 ASA Distinguished Administrator for the Secondary Division. Now we will acclaim the Distinguished Administrator for the Educational Services Division, led by President Stephen Foley. The honoree is Jay. Collaboration, this leader put together interdependent guide and influence major spending for the next few years. He oversees the budget committee, meet, confer, capital planning, the design team, and the compensation task force. As a result, raises are being implemented, a school rebuild is moving forward, the Creighton Academy is open, and priorities are in place going forward. His superintendent calls him a visionary leader with a passion for building and the 2022 Distinguished Educational Services Division. Finally, we commend the Distinguished Administrator for the Superintendent's Division. And that person is Dr. Tracy, Superintendent of the Maricopa Unified School. Dr. Lopman models instructional leadership through her commitment to prioritizing people over programs, also inspiring the development of highly sought signature programming to the needs of a growing community. Her priorities have led to investment in competitive salary and benefit packages, professional development, and building long-term relationships with employees. Launching a new strategic plan, opening a new high school this July, and developing new signature opportunities, dual language immersion K-1, full-day academic preschools, the K-12 Virtual Academy. These all attest to a leader engaged with staff. Opportunities are growing in Maricopa Unified School District, and ASA honors Tracy Lopman as the 2022 Distinguished Administrator for the Superintendent's Division. Congratulations to each of our distinguished administrators. ASA highly values the contributions that you have made to the lives of students, staff, families, and communities throughout your schools and school districts. Your efforts are changing their worlds. As much as we have honored the preceding current educational leaders, it is now time to honor noteworthy leaders who are concluding a career of service by moving to another phase of lives. These are the eminent ASA retirees. We commence with a highly regarded veteran principal of the Fort Thomas Unified School District, Mr. Lonnie Lunt. Lonnie Lunt, he began his career in Yuma teaching Spanish and French at Kofa High School and taking his students on a summer trip to France. He made the same trip with students from Gilbert High School a few years later before moving on to Fort Thomas High School. There he found a home. Mr. Lunt has spent 15 years as the principal at Fort Thomas Elementary School in the Fort Thomas Unified School District. He additionally served the district as the special education director. Lonnie has been involved in every aspect of elementary school, building a family culture with students, staff, and community. Lonnie is known for his consistent ability to bring people together to work through tough challenges. What a gift of service by Mr. Lonnie Lunt. Now we wish him a well-deserved happy retirement. Our next retiring honoree is Greg Donovan. Superintendent of the Western Maricopa Education Center, WestMEC for most of us. ASA celebrates this administrator for decades of educational leadership in a variety of venues. He served as a governing board member and chair of the board of the Peoria Unified School District for many years. At the Arizona Department of Education, he was the state supervisor of industrial technology education and then became for Arizona. However, his most sterling accomplishments came as the superintendent of WestMEC, where he built the district into a bastion of opportunities for students throughout the Metro Phoenix areas. Under his leadership, several campuses were built and programs thrived at various school districts. For 19 years, as the vocational landscape evolved, so the WestMEC offerings and opportunities evolved as well. Recognitions and awards followed. Arizona Skills USA called him a pillar of excellence. Both Phoenix Business Journal and the Arizona Association of Career and Technical Education presented him with their Lifetime Achievement Awards. Now, ASA celebrates his lifetime of achievement as he can proudly retire, knowing thousands of students have careers and better lives because of his efforts and leadership. Well done, Greg. Now I would like Dr. Dornstad to present two more retirement awards.
Our next retiree started his educational career in 1970, so it has spanned count them, 6 decades. Bob Dooley, Aho Unified School District Superintendent, please come forward. Okay, as he's moving forward, I want to start by saying that we asked former State Superintendent Tom Horn to make this presentation, but Tom was busy campaigning. So those of you who know Bob know that he and Tom are not old friends. Wait, we got more to say. I just got started. No, I can attest, though, to Bob's passionate dedication to the well-being of students as the foundation of his decision-making since 2002. Bob and I worked together as fellow principals for many years in Glendale Elementary, and sometimes we stayed out of trouble. Those were times when the board meeting started at 7 with call to the public, and then we would go on to the consent agenda at 10 p.m. Bob's career can also be characterized by his full immersion in the community as well as the school district, leadership in local churches, the Lions Club, the Rotary Club, the City Council, various foundations, and more. Since 2003, at Aho, he's been heavily involved in the International Sonoran Desert Alliance, working on bringing international teachers to the U.S. to work with our students. Some of you know I have been in public education for 50 years, but I'm a slacker next to this leader. He's been involved even longer and always with full, passionate commitment. Bob, congratulations on a lifetime of leadership and commitment to Arizona students and families. ASA members, now please join me as we acclaim someone who has dedicated her career to the Arizona School Administrators. Margot Spiker, please come forward. In April 1990, when colleagues approached Harold Porter, then superintendent of Agua Prieta Union High School District, to take over the then financially struggling Arizona School Administrators, he immediately recruited out of the business office district this elegant lady, Margot Spiker, to accompany him. They inherited what could be charitably described as a mess. Working out of a trailer, they began to straighten out the financial records and reorganize ASA. Margot wrote a computer program to track membership finances. 15 years passed, and ASA prospered enough to buy property and construct and pay for fully its own office building. So that the building that ASA owns right next to the state capitol. And you feel the vibes from the legislature. That building is fully owned by ASA and paid for free and clear, thanks to Harold Porter's acumen and his trusty sidekick, Marvin. Harold retired in 2006. Margot did not. Roger Short came on as executive director and he left. Margot stayed. Deb Duvall came on for 6 years and she retired. Margot did not. 20 years passed. I came on and worked for several years, and 30 years passed. Finally, after 32 years, in April of 2022, Margot started in April of 1990. And she said, I'm stopping in April of 2022 after 32 years. Margot retired with ASA thriving with over 1,400 members. A lifetime of service to our organization, a lifetime of friendships and memories. We commemorate today with this award. And we have a gift for her somewhere. Well, we do. We have an award, and we also have, thanks to ASA members, a $500 Visa gift card.
As he said, ASA was my family, my baby, whatever you want to call it. And I've been gone now a couple of months and I miss it quite a bit, but I have to tell you, it's nice to be home. And there's many of you older administrators I know and have known for years and years, and since I first started. And some of the newer ones that I don't know as well, but I hope that the organization provides for you everything that you hope it will, and that the organization stays strong and healthy for many, many, many years to come. Thank you.
There's actually one more this afternoon, and I'm going to have the incoming executive director, Dr. Paul Tye, take over for this one.
Thank you, Dan. Good afternoon, everyone. It's kind of funny, is Mark's sweating a little bit over here too, like he scripts everything. So, it's so well organized. So he's like, there's nothing in the script about what's going on here in his eyes, but it's an honor to be following him. It's an honor to be recognizing him today. He and I worked together quite a bit over the last 6-7 years, especially when I took over for him at Saddle Mountain, and he left that in such great shape, made it really easy, had a great transition. And then I'm having the same experience again. So we practiced the transitional stuff once before, 6 years ago. And now I have the honor, and you heard about Dr. Dooley's 6 decades and Mark's 50 years in education. His dedicated public service is very exemplary. And he's touched the lives of many, many kids. So he's been a friend, mentor to me, and been great working with him. And so on behalf of the Executive Board of ASA, we just want to recognize him for all his great work and accomplishments. Mark.
Wow, okay. I'm actually not at a loss for words. Those of you who know me know that's true. I'll just leave you with one short poem that's guided me through the years, and I was reminded of it so much this morning when Dr. Faye Brown talked about looking at students from a positive point of view, and this one has guided me for 50 years, I would say. I heard it first in 1972, and yes, that's when I started teaching. So literally 50 years gone by just like that. And it's written by a Persian poet named Kabir. And versions of Kabir was published by Robert Bly in the early 70s. He did translations. And it reminds me when we view students and people we work with, Kabir called the people we encounter clay jugs. He said people can't judge them by the service they might look at. Kids we work with, we might not think there's something there. So this poem is called In This Clay Jug. In this clay jug, there are canyons, pine mountains, canyons, pine mountains, and the maker of canyons and pine mountains, all 7 oceans inside, and hundreds of millions of stars. Test gold is here, and the one who judges jewels, and the music from the strings that no one touches, and the source of all water. You want the truth? I'll give it, friend. Listen. The God whom we love is inside. Every student we encounter, there's stars, there's oceans, there's music. Just looks for us, it's up to us to find that to our own. Thank you.
I have to bring us back to the script now. We reached the conclusion of today's awards luncheon. I would ask that you please help me one more time in thanking our sponsors, Stiefel, Nicholas and Company, as well as Valley Schools. So please enjoy the afternoon. We have 2 breakout sessions and 1 general session. Remember the reception at the Sundance Cafe at 4:15 and the 80s inspired dinner show and band tonight. Also remember, we will have the family feud, so you have to decide if you are a farmer or a city slicker. For some of you, you have to decide which part of your community will be alienating with that decision. You will need to turn in your name if you want to join either of those 2 teams. Conference attendees, you will need your badges for those events. So for now, please go forth, learn, network, and for some of you tonight, go feud. Thank you.